Hello and welcome to the Elevate Show. Yes, this is Elevate every single Wednesday. Nico Hapa na Nyinyi alongside the one, the only Benjamin Zulu.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good.
There's something about this blue. It's not your regular kind of blue. And remember we had a joke about a turquoise a couple of years ago.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
So do you have an idea what blue this is?
Is this royal? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know either. I can't even save myself today. I was just going to shine with the turquoise many years ago.
I know. I know.
So on today's show, in accordance to Mental Health Day, World Health Day, that is coming up in a few days, that is on the 10th of October, celebrated every single year. Our conversation today is about that.
Yes.
Mental health.
Yes.
And when you talk about mental health, today we just want to, and there are many facets to it, but the thing that we're talking about today is mental health in marriages and how we go about securing a healthier future in that institution. And even as we talk about marriages, of course, we start from somewhere. We start with knowing each other, relationships. And so it's a whole shebang of where intimacy, love, marriage is involved. And, mental health and the importance of that, even the awareness of that.
And you know, the worst thing about mental health is that when we hear mental health, we only think of mental disorders.
That's true. Madare.
Yes. We think of institutionalized treatment.
Yes.
So that it's not me, you look okay, me, I'm okay. It's those guys.
Yes.
So even as we discuss here, you're trying to think, let me think, who has ever seen losing it? Who have I seen losing it? Or, that's the problem with understanding of mental health in Africa. Yeah. Let me give you how to think about it. Okay. We were doing the conference for mental health recently, and part of the things that came out there very strongly, we are reminded, is that the future belongs to AI and mental health. Those are the industries, if you're looking for where to locate yourself and be in line, even if you don't need to become one of those, but you should incorporate them in whatever you're doing. Even if you're an engineer or doctor or a farmer, learn AI and learn mental health.
Yes.
That's where the world is going.
Okay.
AI is easy to monetize because it's like an assistant who helps you research, know how the world is. Mental health now, like what we're discussing today, is when I want you to replace mental health with mental peace. And suddenly you will see. Just replace that word. It's mental peace. It's mental harmony. It's mental coherence. It's when there is calmness within. Now you will see, you need that whether you're an engineer, you need that whether you're a driver, you need that.
And I immediately left Madare. Perfect. When you replaced it with mental peace, I immediately left that space.
It's not about diagnosis. There's a place for treatment when somebody has illness.
Yes.
Stop thinking of mental health as mental illness. There's a place for illness. When I ask you whether you are well physically, you don't always ask me, can't you see I'm not admitted, I'm not on drugs, I'm not... Because physical problems can be just exhaustion, fatigue. Can just be a pain, can just be an ache, can just be I feel weak. You can also be mentally weak.
Yes.
You can just be mentally exhausted. So I want you to think of mental peace. Whatever interferes with your peace is interfering with your mental wellness.
Absolutely.
It's interfering with your inner stability. So let's come to relationships now.
Yes.
How often do we fall in love and we start getting anxiety? Somebody's keeping us on the edge. They keep you guessing. You're not even sure. They lower your self-esteem. They start putting you down. Now you're questioning whether you're good enough, whether you are rich enough, whether you are man enough, whether you're beautiful enough. They compare you with the exes. They compare you with whoever they were with. They interfere with your mental wellness right as you watch, and you start calling it no more ups and downs. We have been having no more ups and downs. There are this, we are looking for counseling. This person, puts me down. You're describing a person who messes up with your mental peace, mental health, mental wholeness. Some people inject chaos in your system, but because you don't have the tools for diagnosis, the tools for describing, Mikali, I want you to learn English so that you can call things by their names.
Absolutely.
But they should perfect your English, just so that you can say, I think you caused me anxiety. Just so that you can say...
Clock it?
Just so that you can say, I think this relationship is restless.
Yeah.
So you stop overusing no more ups and downs. So that you can say, I think this girl has a very strong effect on me. She's on my mind constantly, but she doesn't seem to value me that much. So that you can say, I think this guy reminds me of somebody who got away. Could it have been my dad? Could it have been somebody I wished for validation? I wish I think this girl brings up the memories of my mother. The way my mother was hard to please. If I score anything less than an A, I don't get validation. If she's not coming to school to be clapped for, I'm a failure.
Yes.
If I'm not doing medicine like the children of our friends, I'm not good enough. If I'm doing a nameless course, they only knew 5 courses: banking, medicine, law, those. You are not one of them, so. Journalism was not known.
It really wasn't.
So if you are doing any of those, the moment you say journalism, is that DJ I hear your brother mentioning? You could have had a mother who only knew banking and medicine and law, and you are not a books kid. They did not even understand entrepreneurship and business. They did not respect it. When you're not a permanent pension and payslip, they did not respect it. Now you have a lady here who is asking you, give me your payslip. The same girl now you're trying to date is asking you how much are you earning.
Yes.
Me, if you ask me that, I don't have an answer by then because I don't have anybody who's promised me any salary.
No.
I tell you, wait, we shall see how it goes. I'll tell you.
Yes.
Business people tell you to depend on the climate,
yes.
but I can promise this and that depending on we hope for the best. Business people live on hope. Nobody, you slaughter, you are in butcher. Nobody told you they will come, but you slaughter it.
Yes.
To tell you that sometimes when you know the language of mental peace, you can tell when somebody is stirring up, when somebody is bringing you chaos. Now, on the converse, I want you to only marry and settle for friends, family, lovers who bring you calm, who bring you alignment, who bring you connected, who make you feel rooted and sure of yourself, who upgrade your confidence, who make you dream and imagine and believe in yourself, who make you launch and try greater things, who make you fail without shame, who make you correct without guilt, who make you reflect. Marry those people who speak assurance.
Yes.
Who interrupt you when you're questioning yourself. They only cut mid-sentence. No, I don't want you to go that direction. This was just an attempt. It didn't work. Why are you here condemning yourself? That person betrayed you because you're a good person. Now you have learned. You trusted them. Now you have learned. That was school fees. Stop crying here the whole day. Oh, that 10,000, I had worked for it so much. The person will disappear. If you can't reclaim it, forget about it. It's school fees. Learn. Move on. You need a friend who tells you, no, I'm picking you, there we go. Can't tell me you're not going anywhere. You need a friend who hears you did not go to work and they come there without a lot of pity. Yeah. I hear a guy calls you not to go to work. We prayed for this job, we applied for this job, you're not going to bring jokes here. You need a person who is stand with you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
I need to see Mikal here and tell me, if it was not for that government, I was going to call you guys and cancel. I was under the weather. And she said, that's nonsense. There's no weather there. Dress up and let's talk when you reach here.
Yes.
You need, those are positive people. They prop you up when you are wobbling.
Yeah.
They remind you of your self-belief when you've forgotten it.
Yes.
They lend you their faith in you when yours has weakened. That's what we call mental peace, mental strength. Another word I want to teach you to finish, because before I pick what Mikali is holding, and she's holding something, is mental stamina. Yeah. Mental stamina is the ability to withstand problems of life. Now, mental health is when you're whole. Stamina is when you're strong. You get the difference?
Okay.
So physically, when you are whole, you are not having any pains and you're okay. Your body is harmonious. As I told you, Mikali, you are healthy and you can't feel your ear. And you can't feel your toe. When you start feeling your tooth, there's a problem, isn't it?
Yes.
When your body is harmonious, you don't feel one part. You just feel whole. All right?
Yeah.
So physically, emotionally speaking, mental health, you should not be overthinking one thing. Anytime one thing is replaying, that's like a tooth aching. Yeah. Anytime one thing cannot escape your attention, that's like something throbbing, asking for attention, something swollen. Inflation is one sign of problems in your body. Inflation is when something out of proportion. Yeah. So whenever you have an inflated thought, inflated mood, inflated lust, inflated craving, inflated desire, whatever is inflated, you are unwell. Some of the girls we date, they inflate some parts of our body.
The pose therein.
I told you to study English later, not now.
Okay.
So some people really, they balloon you out of proportion. Other people, they shrink your pocket. They shrink your money. They make some parts of lack negative. Fuliza, negative. Mshwari, negative. They really shrink your life,
Yes.
I just want you to think in terms of stamina means When you drive your car from point A to point B, from here to home, you have two ways to drive it. You can drive continuously, or you can drive and stop after every 1 kilometer. You stop, rest, pick again, stop, rest, pick again. You cover same distance. But if you move in staccato, moving and stopping, the car will be consuming more fuel every time it's overcoming the inertia of having stopped. Remember that? Yes. When you rest from where you're seated now, the inertia of having stopped takes more energy. That's why aircraft fights more. You're taught to fasten your seat, sit so that we can overcome the inertia. But once you start moving, you gain a force called momentum. Momentum is that force that helps you when you're already on the move. So if you move straight from here to home, that momentum consumes less fuel, occupies you less, is more relaxing. That's why there's cruising. When you have momentum, you cruise. You can now relax, enjoy your hospitality. We have momentum.
Yes.
Now, in terms of mental health, momentum is the equivalent of strength for being on the move. Momentum allows you to jump over hills without having to apply more force. It allows you to solve problems. In practical sense, usually say, is when you're able to attack issues with urgency rather than hesitancy. Yeah. So I want you to learn to turn down close relationships quickly and move to the next examination. Some of you, your life is bloated because you have stopped in one relationship forever. You keep trying to lift yourself, again, and then you call it on and off relationship. You are exhausted without having reached where you are going. Because even a journey of 10 kilometers, if you are stopping 20 times, it will exhaust you, isn't it?
Yes.
The relationship of 2 years, stopping, breaking, coming back 20 times. That's why you are exhausted. Some of you are tired because of nonsense. You have not done anything meaningful.
Yeah.
You say, my heart has no more space left, and I'm just giving up on love. Because of one character you've been going back and forth with. You're not experienced. It's not like my experience has been so bad. One character.
One.
You are not experienced, you are indecisive. Mental health means momentum, stamina. You're on the move in this life. You don't hesitate, you learn lessons and you close. Actually, my slogan is, I never lose. I either win or I learn.
Yes.
When I win, that's how momentum works.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent put it that way in a street language. He said, I don't hang around something forever. Yeah. If it's an obstacle, I'll go around it or jump or go under it or I can't stand in front of an obstacle and you find me there next year. No. No. If I can't handle it, I'll run away for me to look for another route. Be like that. Why are you saying we are working? We have been breaking up, coming together. We are still talking. We are seeing a counselor. We are praying about it. Exorcism pastor is coming over. Scarcity mindset. You need momentum in this life. Your mental health requires movement. Say movement.
Movement.
Don't tell me again now that you're stuck.
Tumefika kwa exorcism. Surely. Tunatoa mapepo at this point.
You know.
Whatever it is that we want to believe in so that we can move forward, right? Even
yes.
if we believe it's mapepo, that is your truth at that particular point. But if we
people are going to Hell's Gate, others Heaven's Gate. So whichever gate you believe
in. You choose. I'd like to understand, for people to probably grow their stamina and yes. to be able to get to the point where the momentum is uku fire Bandem, Moto, Ferrari. Yes. How can they do that? What are some of the probably practical ways they can do to build that for themselves?
Date with an aim. Decide that your aim is a happy marriage.
Okay.
And so before you attain happy marriage, everything else is a trial.
Yes.
Everything else is a test.
Okay.
It's a bump. Yeah. It's not a ditch you get into and you're stuck here. You have a mind of happy marriage and you're going until you attain it. Once you get into the marriage now, like me, those who are married, now what we're working is to maintain the happiness. Happiness does not find you. You said happiness is not a destination, it's the path. So we don't settle down and say, now I found you, you should continue loving me forever. We now start growing together because it's a path. Yes. Where what do you want me to do more of? How can I assist you? What are you? Joint goals are the 6th love language. You've heard of other love languages. Now we have another one, working on the same goal together and gossiping along the way and laughing at the goofiness and yes. and making fun of the blunders we make and the lessons we learned and the people we are cutting off together. You should marry a person who gets a gossiping partner who does not tell on you. One thing couples do is to judge people. Don't tell them, but actually they really judge people a lot. This one is pregnant again. Oh my God. Yes. So part of the pleasure is just mischief, really.
Yes,
with a person you can be judgmental with. Yes. And they don't remind you you're judgmental.
No.
So Mekali is a goal. that you are consumed by.
Okay.
I want a peaceful, life-giving marriage that gives me peace even when the world is chaotic.
Absolutely.
You've always heard me tell men, marry a woman who allows you to long coming home.
Yes.
For the food she cooks with a touch of love.
Yeah.
For the way you are received home without quarrels. Not a list of bills or a list of things. We need to talk. Then you are there waiting. You need a way you can go home and you can be allowed to chill when you need to chill,
yes.
to play with the kids when you need to play with the kids. You can walk into the kitchen, play. For me, a perfect home is where we dance in the stairs, sing in the bathroom, eat anywhere, jump rope in the sitting room. I don't want too many rules at home. Okay, of course we have order, but I don't want it's like out here you are strict and perfect. No, I want this kid doing this with mom, the other one is the child, and you're keeping score.
Yeah.
Today is son and mom cooking, is dad and daughter cooking. We laugh at how they cooked, we eat.
Yes.
That's how memories are made. I want a home where I long to go home to.
Yeah.
Where it can be goofy and easy. I don't have to always be proper and dressed up. That's why you reach home and you kick the shoe, we throw in the jacket. You know, there's no order. I mean, it's not that strict. You're not. You are free. We know you now. You don't need to prove. Okay. Find a home that you can go. Like some of you are hanging out in clubs because you have no home. You just have a house, but there's no home. There's no home that home. There's no
it's
food.
True. It's
just
so true.
and the cocoa. You know.
Yo.
Chapati Madondo from outside. So
They've already packed your order. They know. They know.
So I want you those hotels. Nani mbuzi ng'ombe nini? So I want you to build a climate.
Yeah.
Marry a friend, a person you can be playful with. Yeah. And even because it's not always days that are rosy. Sometimes it's just in the grind of life.
Yes.
Even there, there's no judgment. You can go home and say, I feel like collapsing. Let me collapse here for a few minutes. Somebody can hold the babies for you to collapse a few minutes.
Yes.
Then you wake up. Somebody can log in Zoom for you and notify you and they have started. You think it's Mikali and his husband who is seated there. The camera is off. Let me tell you, I know they usually you can play games with your partner. That's what my aim was. I want you to aim at that. Stop aiming at these interviews. Nobody looks for interview. We look for the job, isn't it?
Yes.
The interview is a process to check whether this job fits me. Make dating an interview. Stop making it an indulgence. We have a child. We are living together. I lost my virginity. The girl does not give me intimacy. Is that interview?
Is it?
You cannot have your cake and eat it. Maintain interview to be an evaluation. And if you are married, now make creating an intergenerational legacy of wealth and richness and wholeness and happiness your new goal. Once you're in the marriage, we are exemplifying that peace is possible. Yes. Friendship is possible. Being mature and growing together is possible. We don't smoothen anything with something not smooth. We smoothen with a rough thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes your partner is a sandpaper. Yeah. Reminding you that was egotistical and rushed. That was unnecessary. And you feel something and you sort
Unameza. Unaimeza kweli.
Yes.
All right, and we're going to go on a quick break, and today's show is a bit different because we will not have a guest, and you, our darling audience, will indulge us with questions because mental health is one of the conversations that we should be having every single day. And we have a question for you. The question is, how can you prevent yourself from a mental breakdown? How can you prevent yourself from a mental breakdown? Please share your answers with us, NTV Kenya, on all of our social media platforms. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to the Elevate Show. Like I said earlier, in accordance to World Mental Health Day, we are celebrating this day in advance. It's happening on the 10th of October, and today we've dedicated this show to just talk about mental health, and specifically in marriages and, creating a future that is brighter and better for each and every one of us. And the question that we are asking you today is, how can you prevent yourself from a mental breakdown? Share that with us on NTV Kenya, on all of our social media platforms, and we will love to hear from you. At the moment, though, the floor is open because our audience, they have loads of questions for Zulu. I will try and encourage. I will not laugh too much. Mimi niko hapa kama support system. So we'll start on the farthest end. Yes, you can start with your name.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Juliet. It's a pleasure being here. I totally want to concur with you, Zulu, on the things you said about married. I've been married for a long time. And one of the things that I really want to encourage is that what you've just said, marry your friend, someone who knows what you're saying before you're saying. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll give an example sometimes, like with my spouse, and I want something, but I don't want to say it. I just sit there. So I totally agree, and I really encourage us to just explore and have partners who are our friends, partners you're saying you can gossip with, and even when you're going through something, like they can hold you when the whole world is collapsing around you. So for me, the question I want to ask about this question is about different personalities. For example, I am an extrovert and my spouse is an introvert. How do you together work to make sure that you're both balancing in terms of the mental space? I think that's my question for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think
mnasikia kupiga makofi, si ndio? Si ndio? Hiyo swali imetoka.
I think they're just saying at least there's a happy marriage.
Yes, yes.
So it's Juliet, eh?
Yes, Juliet.
Thank you for confirming to these people that happy marriage is possible. Some of them are in the wrong TikTok. Can you unfollow those? Atindo Obamba wajinga. My friend, they are the people who are happy in marriage.
Yes.
So to tell you, Juliet, opposites attract. That's why you are attracted to that guy. If you are the extrovert, when you go to hotels, you make the order. He's the one to do conversation, because sometimes introverts are just reserved. They don't have, it's not that they're empty, they just don't like expressing too much before they are comfortable. Once you're comfortable with an introvert, they are easy with you. They are just reserved around new people. Again, extroversion is not about talking, how you recharge your battery. So she recharges by engaging. In this, she's getting energy. She'll come out of here feeling, wow, that was a good interaction. The introverts will feel like, that was a good interaction, but I need to rest.
Yes.
So introverts are, the battery getting spent by social interaction.
Yeah.
The extrovert, the battery getting charged. So after this, the introvert and the extrovert who are married, they will go the opposite. One is looking for somewhere to share how it was.
Yes. Yes.
The other one is, please, can you please give me some time? So it does not mean it's malice. They just how we recharge our energy.
Yeah.
So Juliet, my encouragement is, it's good that you marry a person whom you're opposite, so that there's an adventure. If you share too much, one becomes the shadow of the other one. And there's no adventure. But you said, opposites attract. But if you are two opposites, you'll attract, then attack. You should have enough similarities to connect and enough differences to complement.
Okay.
If you're a church girl, don't marry a club boy. You are too opposite. If you're a church girl, marry another church boy who is of another personality, so that you share ethics and values, you just differ in personality styles.
That's true.
Always marry people you connect on values. You and your husband, you may be extroverted, but both of you believe in loyalty, trust, family, faithfulness, your words, genuineness, support. You share so much values. You differ in these personality approaches to this thing or the other one. Another problem is savers and spenders. So somebody who is free with the money and they believe it will come again. Wanaandika hapo, tumia pesa ikuzoee.
Kuzoee.
So with another one is a meticulous planner who needs to know the supermarket ata anapitia your receipt.
Yes.
It was supposed to be 560. Why is it 567?
Yes.
What went up?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Those people need each other, because if both of you are spenders, you'll be broke very often, isn't it?
That's true. That's true.
And if both of you are savers, there will be lack at home, although you have money, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that friction allows you to be smoothened. I'm one person who is spontaneous. I don't like meticulous list. I just want a general idea. Don't limit me so much. Because it comes from my personality. That's why he's laughing. We are more spontaneous and going with the flow and creating on the go. If you write a speech for us, we forget it after first paragraph and go on to talk other things. We know the idea. We just wanted to know the idea, you know. then I'll improvise as I go. Yeah. My wife is meticulous. She wants to know the deliverables and how much time is assigned, and she plans her thing. I made sure I don't marry my personality because I needed order. When I'm too artistic and freestyle, I'll go off and off and off. Yeah. I need a person who reminds me, because I go to a social meeting and I get carried away.
Yes.
Time is ended and I don't know how to finish. The person is telling me you need to go home. Learn to see them from a positive mindset. When you marry a person, you share values, but they don't share your style. They are more of spenders or budgeters or parity this. See them from coming from a good perspective and tap into their strength. I can tap into my wife's strength to budget for something that will come next year. I don't have the mind to think that detailed. But she can plan for it next year, even projecting, including inflation. Imagine.
Wow.
Last year, this car increased by this, so I anticipate next year it will increase by, and she can budget with that in mind.
Wow.
The cement keeps fluctuating this. That construction most likely, many of us like me and Mikali, that's too boring.
Yeah.
I mean, just give me the estimate. I mean, around how much?
Yeah.
You know,
round it up.
So we are artistic. Those people are scientific. Scientific people are methodical and procedural. By the way, make sure you marry a person who complements your weaknesses.
Yeah.
If you are spontaneous like me and you don't hold a child's hand the whole day, you keep releasing to hold the other one, carrying them this way, at some point that child will disappear if there is nobody to keep looking at you. The child is also wants to move around, and then you share personalities. And all of you are uncomfortable with this holding the whole day. You know, I also can have some freedom. If I'm so free, the child is too free, we'll lose each other in the supermarket. You need somebody who's also more calm. Just explain it, tell you, enjoy the differences without malice, without attacking them, okay?
Yes.
Some of you share a lot. You talk with your mother 3 hours, 20 minutes, and you talk the other day. What are you talking for 3 hours? Somebody else is more reserved.
Yeah.
I just acknowledge my wife has such a wonderful relationship with the mother. They can just share perspectives. I'm happy that she's having that kind of connection.
Yes.
Me, I may not have that with my dad. We just have, you know, men to men, just 30 seconds.
Okay.
Dad can call now and I receive.
Yes.
Her mom calls now, and we both talk, but she just said, Mom, let me finish. She called,
Yes.
Dad, yes, yeah, I'll pick as I can. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
all. Our conversation is finished, and we are okay. We have no problem. Will I condemn her? No, I'll say I admire that kind of depth. You guys cannot. Because if I cut off her mother, where will she take that energy? Don't stop your wife from talking. She will come now to talk to you.
Right?
You're already asleep. You have not finished. Wake up. Let your girl have a life so that she can release some of the energy.
That's true.
And it's not just girl. I'm just meaning the one. Sometimes the man is the extrovert one who needs some boys to dance a little bit with, you know, dance. You know, we had a president who would forget his president. When the reggae music plays, he finds himself going then he's reminded, oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Extroverts are spontaneous. Introverts are more careful and calm and collected. Flow with your energy. Avoid marrying your extreme type. You will share terrible weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Juliet, unasikia umesaidika? Good. We'll have, okay, you have a question? Okay.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Catherine. Okay, as for my experience, if I can say so, I had to end a relationship because I could say the partner was not he couldn't trust me. So the question goes, how can stress, anxiety, or depression affect intimacy or trust in relationships?
By a big word, Catherine, called self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is when you refuse to trust what you should trust and you trust what you should not trust, you know. You get what happened there? You suspect the ones you should believe and you believe the ones you should suspect.
Yes.
Have you noticed many people like that? They can't give you money, although you know each other, but they go to a bank and they give a scammer. They go to buy from conmen.
Yes.
You ask them, how did you give all the money to thieves? And I've been asking you for little money. Yeah. You know. So self-sabotage operates that way, so that you become warm with dangerous people and you remain cold with the safe people.
Yeah.
Where does it come from? It is learned in childhood. When you are supposed to love, the ones who are supposed to love you were distant. And the ones who are not supposed to be close to you were warm. Did you follow that?
Yeah.
A teacher at school was warm and your parent at home was cold. You learn a twisted way of life. Sometimes strangers are better to me than family. So you go out there and you open more to strangers. We're not saying you cannot find new friends out there. We're just saying when your orientation is to mistrust relatives and family, you come love them. Before, when he was pursuing you, before you started the relationship, he was seeing you as a person he can trust. Once the relationship started, you appeared now like family, an inner person. And the self-sabotage that suspects intimate relationship activated. So, with you, he continues to flirt with the people in the internet because they are far away. When they are far away, they are safe. When they are close, they are dangerous. If you don't learn your self-sabotage programming, you will continue to operate in the reverse. You apply for the job, you study for it. Before you get it, you are dreaming out. The day you are given the desk and the computer now to deliver. Self-doubt. What if they review me badly? What if this company here is going down? I hear this. You're overacting. You are inside. You start sabotaging when it starts working. We call it the cure for self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is just an active self-love, self-hate. Lack of self-love, you start being an obstacle to yourself because you don't believe you deserve this good thing.
Yeah.
Be careful. When you love people who don't love themselves, they'll punish you for it. Did you follow that? The day you praise, many men have experienced this. You praise a lady for being pretty, beautiful, smart, and she tells you you're lying to me. I know men are only after one thing. Just say what you wanted. And you are not even thinking that way. You felt so put off, isn't it?
Yeah.
You begin to avoid her, isn't it? It was not personal. She doesn't feel beautiful. The moment you praise women more than they believe themselves, they will hate you for it. You loved a man more than you loved himself. Certain brothers related.
Yeah.
You know, Mwikali, we don't want men that after you notice a beautiful lady, find out how much she loves herself before you try to love her. If she keeps disagreeing with your compliments and she doesn't take them, it means they are strange to her. If I tell him, Mwikali, that presentation was so wonderful, you are so composed. Are you really serious? And they thought it went terribly. Okay, maybe you're just talking. Anyway, so how was your day? You divert me, I don't even land the compliment. Meaning, she has not learned to compliment herself. You need a woman who says, oh, thank you. So that she feels like you're confirming what she already knew to be true.
Yeah.
She agrees with you that she's beautiful, that she's wife-like. She agrees with you. There are times we flatter women, we exaggerate, of course. She'll receive it with a pinch of salt. You, anyway, Benjamin. We have to be poetic. During campaigns, you really need to hype.
Yes.
A man must be a hype man. If you don't become a hype man, you never marry. You marry the ones who comes to you.
Yes.
As a man, if you remain timid, utaolewa. So I'm just... You must hype a woman, but using truth that is poetic.
Yes.
Poetry is just exaggerated truth.
Yes.
Instead of telling her you are beautiful, tell her you are angelic. She knows she's not an angel, but it feels good to be called angelic. You know? Yeah. That's how Song of Songs does. You know, you just take that romantic climate, you make her feel good. Did you know women don't marry men who can't make them laugh? You better learn stand-up comedy, you better learn one-liners, you better learn funny stories. Women, you must make them laugh.
Yes.
Before they can fall in love, they must fall laughing. Are we together?
Absolutely.
That's why you keep saying, why do you prefer that guy has not done anything for you? The guy makes me feel good. You have money, you look bossy, and you're so serious. You know, no stories, just serious projects. And I was calling your mother, and we were discussing next week. And when you arrive, let me know. Give me the pay bill. Okay, you are paying. You are serious, but too serious. Yes. So, a man, you must learn out. But how can a man make a woman happy when himself is not happy? If your father rejected you, if your father called you good for nothing, because some of those men were transferring their self-hate on you. If your father was a colonial master on you, you're going to go to therapy and forgive him, release him, and start a new chapter. So that when you meet a girl, you can tell her, wow, you are sunshine. Because you believe you are also light. When I know I am light, I can tell her you are sunshine. Yeah. And she will tell it is authentic. Yeah. When I'm ashamed of my own light and I'm just surviving and I can't look my father in the face, even you, I will avoid eye contact, I will avoid emotional. You know me, I'm serious, just on marriage, I don't want to waste time. I'm not like those other boyfriends, you know. Then I'm giving you a sermon, you're like,
yeah, pass.
Then girlfriends ask you, Mwikali, how do you find that guy?
Stuck up.
Okay, the date was okay, the food was wonderful, the hotel choice, the guy is generous, he paid that. But I don't feel it. So you're back to Brayo. I mean, so far, Brayo.
Brayo makes me happy.
You know, Brayo doesn't have a bright future, but it makes me laugh. It can make me decompress. Okay,
this is so true.
Is there Brayo here? so just me. The boys who don't have much to offer Mwikali, but they're funny, they're happy, they're open. They tend to be more persuasive. So I just want to tell, learn self-love so that you can also transfer love. When people reject you, when people make you feel bad, they suspect you, stop taking it personally. They're telling you what is going on inside of them. Their mental health is messed up. And because Africa, we have not been taught about mental wholeness or mental peace. We don't know when we are fragmented, when we are self-doubting. Women overthink and they make it their identity. I'm an overthinker. That's a disorder. Yeah. That's a problem. Stop calling I'm an empath. You know, I feel people, I'm just naturally an empath. You are toxic to yourself. You are merciful to the wrong people. You extend compassion for too long. Learn how to put boundaries and to start with yourself. Learn how to limit when people don't appreciate your kindness. Stop calling pathology your identity. Go and heal. Say I'm a whole awakened. I'm compassionate, but I also have boundaries. I check whether I check my limits. Okay,
Yes.
I start with myself, then I give whoever is giving to me. I give myself. Even God. Why are you trying to outdo God? Says those who honor me, they'll be highly esteemed. Those who despise me, I will also despise. God does not force himself. Why are you doing it? Stop being more than God.
That's true. That's what's up. The opposite of self-sabotage is self-hate.
Self-love, perfect.
Self-sabotage is?
So we said self-sabotage is self-hate.
Oh,
in action.
self-sabotage is self-hate.
Exactly.
So the opposite of that is?
Self-love.
Okay. So, hey, mnasema na nguvu.
The class is doing well.
The class is doing fantastic. You have a question on this end?
Thank you so much. My name is Julie Kamsa. We love talking about requited love, but I wanted to understand the place of mental health when it comes to unrequited love, whereby you love someone, but that person doesn't particularly love you back. You know, and maybe you want to also enjoy the same things that married people enjoy. And at the same time, you do not want to compromise and settle in a relationship where probably now you're not going to be happy because you don't necessarily love that person. So where do the singles find themselves with regards to now mental health?
Yeah, Julie, romantic love cannot be unconditional. Romantic love is always reciprocal. Learn, you know, we teach people how to fall in love, but we don't teach them how to wake up from love.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, man. Hey.
I teach my children how to love, but I also teach them how to stop.
Okay.
The day you try to drive a car that has power, but it has no brakes, you will know your life is in danger, isn't it?
Yes.
When you can't stop your car, you will crash very soon.
Yes.
The same way, if you can't stop your heart, you will crash. To tell you this, Julie, the only one-sided love could be parent to child. We call it filial love, or godly love. Cairo, if God loves you and you have not known him yet, he has done so things, preserved you from accidents, until you came to know him later and you are so sorry that those days you ignored him and he was still looking out for you. Godly love and parental love can be one-sided, at least for some time. But romantic love must be reciprocated. If you love a man and he doesn't love you back, stop loving him. Yeah. You may ask me, how do I stop? My heart can't stop. Your heart always follows your mind. When you tell your mind that there's a chance there, that's when your heart pumps up chemicals, imaginations, feelings. It creates bond. Your heart is the engine. I mean, your mind is the engine and you can control it. Your feelings always follow your thoughts. So next time you like a guy so much and you try to give signals, never shoot your shots with men.
Watu wa your world mko wapi?
Oh, mko hapa. Tukuja. Mumejisema. When you shoot your shot,
Yes.
When you shoot your shot, then you are seizing leadership. The lion is used to hunting, not being hunted.
Yeah.
You have seen the funny warthog, the comedian of the wilderness. The warthog sometimes runs and ambushes lions. And the lions themselves are shocked because they feel attacked. Men are the hunters. When you ambush them, they are shocked. For a while, they may flow along, but they usually feel like they're losing their freedom. Men fear losing freedom more than they fear losing women.
Mnaweza pumua. It's okay.
If he accepts your proposal, he wonders, will he be caged? Will you become clingy? Will you become... The fact that you are aggressive enough to approach him, can you ever let go? Should he need to go? Men fear suicidal. You know, some women are terroristic. You break up with her, she shows up at work to cause chaos.
Yes.
She goes to your Facebook and inboxes every contact. She calls your mom, your dad, your grandma, your everybody. Men, that's their worst fear on earth. They don't admit it, but they fear that. Yeah. That's one reason they don't date this. When you see a man going to date college girls, because he's naive, those girls have nothing to lose. They can blow you up. Nowadays, even insincere men who are looking for affairs, they're doing affairs with other married women because you have something to protect.
Yeah.
Or he prefers to pay money so that he's a clean cut. Yeah. There's no debt.
There's nothing.
I'm not supporting that business. I'm just telling you, men, the way they're created, they need their freedom. When you approach a man, he feels threatened in his freedom. Let him approach you so that he feels like he has gone for a girl and the girl accepted to go with him.
Yeah.
You did not come for him, and now you are the one controlling the terms. Another problem of not shooting your shots with men, and you liked him so much, why should I miss my chance? If I don't attempt, maybe I'll lose out. Men only need a green light that is welcome in your life. That's all.
Yeah.
When you go to law,
Hint.
when you go to law and you're shopping in the supermarket, when you collect your things and you bring to the counter, you're not offering. In law, you don't say you brought an offer for them to accept. No, you're bringing invitation to treat, invitation to a deal. When they accept and feed it in their machine, they usually now they've offered you to sell you that. When you pay, you've accepted the offer. That's a legal way of shopping in the supermarket. That's how you must think when you're going to dating as a woman. You don't approach men and offer them relationship. You do invitation to treat. You're kind to him. You're more nice to him. And because he knows you're not every man's woman, as long as you're a principled woman, you're very beautiful in every man's mind. You're very rare. Beauty is more psychological than physical. It's good that you maintain your body and your physique, but the fact that he knows you're principled, you have high standards, not every man has just slept with you, you're not that easy, you're not all over. You're a focused, principled woman. The fact that you are nice to him, you smile to him, and I told you a few techniques to get to his nervous system without saying it. Make some eye contact and blink slowly. say his name in a breathy way. Stop talking like Safari. You know some of you talk like Safari from customer care every day. Why are you talking like Zuri? Sometimes have another voice apart from welcome to Elevate Show.
The end.
Have another voice.
Yes.
Go listen to Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
She was a seducer on TV, one of the people you can listen to. Hello, my viewers. Did you miss me? She's famous for that. Marilyn, find a way to talk to one man in a way that makes him feel, oh my God. Men, by the way, listen to this secret, don't tell them. Men are strange to their feelings. When you introduce them to their feelings, they associate you with that feeling. Many men don't know how to lift their mood. Lift his mood. He will think you are the one who makes him happy. Women know how to make a happy meal, to go to a movie, to call a... Women are more familiar with their moods. Men are not. If you can make him feel the way Arsenal makes him feel. So, for example, don't just tell him you are smart. Tell him, oh my God, I like this shirt. Just touch it slightly. That touch of his shirt.
Yes.
And when you hug him, don't just hug like you're hugging another,
Bro.
Make sure your skin touches his skin. Skin to skin is very... Also, spray your neck. When he comes close, he feels a romantic thing there. Also, spray your hair. Some of your hair has been burnt in the sun, smelling funny. I want you to spray a little bit. Leave some hair here. When you're meeting him, have a playful, girly presence. Put on real earrings, not the homosexual studs. What's wrong with you? Why are you competing with homosexuals? Put something that is more playful. So, find a way to suggestive gestures. A woman should invite you to treat by being girly and romantic. Bring him a glass of water and hand it in a way that has slight eye contact. And I'll talk to you later. That kind of a thing, you know. You only need to do that once, twice, and the man can't sleep tossing and turning about you. You don't need to be obvious. Can we be something? What is this relationship? What are we? Don't do that. And to end this, if a man is making you fall in love without declaring what he wants, because some of them are cunning, he wants to win your heart and use your body without any declaration. So should you ask what are we? Say we are never anything. Some of them know how to be kind to you when you are living in some of you are living in a desert of love. Nobody has been kind to you. The moment a man holds the door lift for you, you are like, oh my God, thank you. Oh, you're so nice. Don't over compliment. Just say thank you. Like a lady who expects good treatment in this life. You know? And walk like a queen. Some of you are walking like hustlers. You are sweating. So allow men to make way for you. Yes. Some of you are wearing trousers like Zulu and you are walking 180. I want you to organize yourself slowly, put some lipstick, not always this nude gloss. No problem in gloss, but don't be lazy. Yes. Your mothers are no longer putting effort because they arrived. You have not arrived and you are copying your mother, Why are you wearing Arsenal like me? Me Arsenal and you Arsenal. I want you to wear something because your chest is a womanly. Make sure it has that. Make sure you highlight the headlines. You get it? Yeah, You know, just to tell you, invite him to treat through body language, gestures, and let him approach you when he is overwhelmed. If he does not respond, move on. Sometimes teach men a lesson in losing you, okay?
Yes.
Let him see you giving others the attention. You are not sleeping with them. We are saying invitation to treat. When your time for dating comes and for settling, please meet single men. Give them a chance to talk across, to say how to be, to have you next to his side. And, you know, sometimes when you walk into town, organize yourself and walk with him. Oh, you're going to town. Thank you. I'm also going the same way. And then he's really feeling, slow him down. Don't rush like him. Huh? Force him to slow down. And then to have to hold you when you have to cross somewhere, okay? Don't wear like a hustler so that you are jumping. Let him hold you.
Kenya.
Let him be a gentleman. Give him that chance. That's how you invite man to treat. If he does not respond, he's not ready. Some men are lovely, but they're not ready. For a man to marry is migrating from the wilderness to home.
Yeah.
For a man to marry is losing freedom, losing all the other women. He's saying no to billions of people in favor of you. That's why it is hard. Not every man will ever marry. Some men are lovely, but they can't tame themselves enough to be faithful to one woman. Don't force him to go into that. That's a major decision. Some of them want to remain wild for a while.
Yes.
They're still in a wild phase.
Watch it.
Then they remain in the wild.
Yes.
Find a man who's ready to go home and invite you to his carriage. So that when he invites you, you can set a condition. What do you want for me? I want you to be my wife. What does marriage mean to you? What about being a father? What do you think being a husband to you? So that you can set the bar. If you approach him, who will set the bar? You are more at risk. You migrate to his home. You change to his name. You change to his... You are more at risk as a woman. So let him approach you so that you can ask, and what's your idea? So that you can set the bar and be safe.
Amen. Thank you. Hey. We're going to take a quick break and then we come back with more questions from the audience. But we're going to practice a little something. Guys, focus.
Another take. We go.
Here we go. Here we go. Thank you so much for I can't. Zero. The Elevate voice is back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And the question we're asking you today is, how can you prevent yourself from a mental breakdown? Marilyn Monroe after this break. Welcome back to the Elevate Show. I'm your host, Mikali. It's not even convincing, is it? Welcome back, welcome back. We're talking about mental health in marriages and how we secure a future, brighter future for ourselves in those spaces of relationships and marriages and of self, because it starts from there. And we've got very beautiful questions. I absolutely loved that session because it wasn't just Q&A. It expounded more and it took us to places where we could relate with our own selves, even if you didn't get to ask a question. And I know we have very limited time in this last bit of the show, so I think we'll start with you. Okay.
Okay, so hi, my name is Mercy Thairu. And I think I'd like to go back to what you said at the beginning of the show. You talked about being able to label your feelings and just knowing if you're anxious or if you're scared or you're depressed. So my question is, how safe is self-diagnosis when it comes to mental health? Because right now, most of us are living in a dispensation where we have social media and it's telling us about and AI. So we have a lot of information about what mental health is, such that a lot of us are self-diagnosing ourselves even when we don't have that issue of mental health. Yeah. So where do we draw the line between self-diagnosis and when your situation now has crossed that line where you need professional diagnosis? And how safe is self-diagnosis when it comes to mental health?
Thank you for that, Mercy. As you can notice, Mwikali is practicing the awareness. You know, when she has a professional tone, and then you meet on a date and she's not using the professional tone, the message is very strong, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
What we are saying is, you do not meet me on a date and you're talking the same way you talk on TV.
No.
It means the meeting is still professional, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I want it to be personal and emotional, I'll change tone, isn't it? And what you are saying is, how do I differentiate between labeling my feelings and giving myself negative diagnosis? And Mercy, the solution is one. Diagnosis was meant to label conditions for purposes of attacking them with a unified approach. So that if I'm in Africa and I said depression, the one in America who wrote about depression can help me. We have a DSM-4, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. We were at version 4. I don't know that we have moved on to 5. We have a manual for diagnosing conditions. Personality disorders, mood disorders, mental disorders. Diagnosis for malaria was the name malaria assisted those who are treating and manufacturing medicine to communicate. It was not meant for you to call yourself a malaric. Are we together?
Yes.
From today, understand names were invented to attack the problem. They were not invented for you to make them your identity.
Aha. Yep.
It was a convenient way to deal with the problems that share similarities. Are we together?
Yes.
Whether in physical health or mental health. So I want you to stop calling yourself, and thank you for bringing that up, because people nowadays are calling themselves schizoaffective.
Eh?
They read somewhere, they fed information how they're feeling.
Yes.
Because ChatGPT is not a person who cannot tell you the span of 6 years or whether there was grief associated. They just give you, those are symptoms of schizoaffective disorder. Then you call me, I'm usually, I have bipolar. People are carrying names without knowing that we are labeling the condition, not you. Now, Mikali, another problem with the diagnosis is this. The doctor warned and said when people are managing diabetes, they tend to forget about everything else about their body. Once they say, I'm diabetic, from today they're only conscious about sugar intake.
Yes.
They say that person stops being conscious about cancer, blood pressure, even overweight, even underweight. They say diagnosis is so dangerous, it overfocuses you on one area of your life. So, Mercy, I want to give you what I carried from Emil Coué. Remember Emil Coué? We said, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. You don't get better by carrying diagnosis. You get better by overcoming that situation that has a name. So don't carry the name of the disease, overcome it without having to carry it in front of you. Don't write here, I'm bipolar. Don't write here, I'm schizophrenic. Don't write here, I'm psychoaffective. Don't say I'm an alcoholic. Don't say I'm an empath. Don't say I'm overthinker. Don't do it. Say, I used to have overthinking, I have overcome it, so I'm better and better.
Yes.
I'm overcoming the alcohol problem, I'm better and better. You know, I fall so deeply, I love so hard, I get so attached. No, I used to, but I'm getting better and better. All right? Yeah. So this is a diagnosis, positive diagnosis I want you to carry for yourself. Give yourself better labels. For example, I'm a happy girl. I'm a peaceful guy. I'm a thoughtful person. I'm a loyal friend. I'm a thoughtful, true, and present dad. I am a true friend. Label yourself with better things, okay? You know, the Bible says the blood of Christ speaks better things than the blood of Abel. Abel was asking for justice and revenge. The blood of Christ deleted the handwriting that was against us. Learn to delete the handwriting that you are called. You're so timid. Your friends are getting A, you're just getting a D. D material, D material, D material. So whoever called you...
Yeah.
Whoever called you D material, oh, you got the soup. You know soup in college? Supplementary. So, yeah. It's not the stew.
Yes. Yes.
So some of us got so many soups until we got labels. Get yourself better titles. Say yourself, you're an overcomer. I never lose. I either win or I learn. What I don't get teaches me a lesson. Maybe I don't belong there. Sometimes those courses you keep flopping, I message, this is not your place. Get the message. If they did not chase Albert Einstein from traditional school, he was not going to discover laws of gravity.
Yeah.
He was expelled because he was too dreamy and the teachers wanted memorization. He wanted creativity, they wanted memorization. They gave him a note saying, he's uneducable, he's not catching, get him a special school. The parent opened and gave better title to this. He was lead, but read better things. Said, your child is such a genius. We are afraid our school does not have competent teachers. We suggest that you get genius teachers or you teach her to teach him yourself. That's what she read. That's what Albert Einstein believes. She came to see the note later when he was grown. Better titles affect how you see yourself.
Yeah.
Next time I want you to dress better for yourself and stand on the mirror and call yourself a queen and a king and a prince.
Yes, sir.
Don't call yourself hustler. What's that? Give yourself better. Give yourself. Did you notice the people call themselves hustlers are not hustlers? They're billionaires. Don't be stupid.
Yes.
They do that. They use wheelbarrow to lie to you. They're driving the biggest cars. Which wheelbarrow? Only you has a wheelbarrow. This is not political class. I'm just saying, don't carry literally what politicians are doing.
Yeah.
They're trying to identify with the struggling people.
Yeah.
One woman was, the vehicle a big matatu stepped on her nyanyas on the street. I was carrying that matatu, and negotiating akona, they stepped on our wares, on manyanya tomatoes. She said, Mama pole, sisi wote ni hustlers. So when they didn't sisi wote ni hustlers, mukwe careful msirudie. Ati akamdanganya ni hustlers. Uko na gari, mimi sina gari. We are both hustlers.
No, we are not.
Be careful what people say to make you feel like you are the same and you're not the same. Yeah. I want you to start calling yourself a prince, a queen,
You're a queen,
a woman in making. I want you to just get higher titles. When my wife writes her other name, you know the way we get to the second contact from the first contact?
Yeah.
If my wife calls her other phone, it will come with queen. It will start that way. Then she was asking us, man, why do you just wait? You know my phone, just Benjamin Zulu. You know, the other phone. Yes. Why you save your own contact with funny flat names like that? Women understand this language of naming things before they are. That's how the mother of Albert Einstein could give him a better name than a dull child. She said he's a genius. As a genius, he became. Yeah. You are created by a creator and you are creating power like him. Absolutely. Learn to call things that are not as if they are. You are wealthy. This is not floating positivity. You are naming where you are going because you are still working in that direction, isn't it?
Yes.
You're not lazy sitting at home. You didn't come for this show or tune into this kind of shows if you're not serious in life. You're putting energy. So start improving your clothing. Start improving your cabinet. Stop using shorthand. You know, spinsters are very lazy. They just pick which cloth is clean. They just smell. This one has just put.
Not too bad.
Just put whatever is not be repeated. And I'm using spinsters to spare bachelors because bachelors have nothing to choose. Just two, between two. One or the other. Men have many clothes, but they only rotate 3.
Yeah.
The one that does not matter ironing. Sorry, I mean, just to say, learn to give yourself better titles. You can label yourself with positivity. If a doctor gives you a label, understand the doctor is communicating medically to be able to handle that condition. Yeah. But they're not telling you that's your fate.
Yeah.
We had a guy here who has been a comedian, and yet he has sickle cell anemia.
Yes.
For over the years, he has entertained the world as a comedian when he's struggling with a life-threatening condition. The sister had the condition and she died.
She died.
But the guy gave himself better titles. I'm a comedian, I'm an entertainer, I'm not a pitied child, the sickly child. He did not even reveal it to the world until one time he was sick and people were interested.
Yes.
The guy gave himself better titles, and those better titles became his reality.
Absolutely.
If a guy can make people laugh when he's dying, a lady called Nightbird appeared on America Got Talent singing her last songs, literally.
Yeah.
She was suffering cancer that had metastasized, and she was on her last day. And she said, the doctors told me I have a few days to say, hi, if I have a few days, can I sing? Yeah. So she went to sing and sang with a anonymous name, Nightbird. You know, a bird disappeared into the... you know, you have seen her. Yeah. It was so emotional. When she finally passed on, people picked her music and said, that girl lived a few days, but she filled us with life.
Yes.
If people have chronic... Don't wait for chronic condition to jot you. Yeah. Today, you can diagnose yourself with happiness. I'm chronically happy, always happy. Yes. When I was young, my family said I was humorous and I was always happy. Yeah. That helped me change from bad temper. As a child, I was a crybaby. They named him after a very angry uncle, and I became like him, very angry uncle. But when people started telling me, the first time I heard the word humor, I did not want it meant, but a guy was commenting about me, hey, you're so humorous. I said, what is humor? Yeah. So I began to work on that. So I became known for my laughter, not the cry. Not you can actually change your reality by labeling it, all right? Yes.
Absolutely. One question here.
Okay, first I want to thank you, Madam Mwikali.
Wait. Labels,
better titles.
Yes, let's go.
I'm Miss Tanzulu.
Yes.
A friend of mine from the States is tuning in and is asking, how do mental health struggle reshape the dynamic of love?
Mental health struggle shape the dynamic of love.
Yes.
That's a friend from where?
In America.
Not Karumaindo. You know some of you are friends. No problem. Mental health affects dynamic of love in that you may not bond with another before you have found who you are. If you are mentally unstable or you have inherited instabilities or problems, you really do need to get hold of them so that you can accept to be loved, isn't it? Africa in particular does not give grace to people who have mental health struggles. The moment you're diagnosed with PTSD, you better keep that diagnosis as something you're working on, but you're getting better. Stop telling people you have trauma, you have PTSD, you have dad wounds, mother wounds. The moment you tell them, you're giving them reasons to put you down and discount you, that you are mentally unstable. Do you want to be called that?
No.
So if you are given a diagnosis, work on it privately. Go to therapy. Don't broadcast it on social media. There's a time to share your story when you have moved far away from it. But when you've just suffered heartbreak, don't go to cry on TikTok. You know, nowadays people are putting on camera to cry.
Yes. Yes. Record. Stop, edit, and then post.
You know, don't go to hospital and you're, guys, watch, pray with me. When you're going through issues, don't share them that time. People will label you with them. They will forget that it's a situation. They begin to see that you're a girl who is always in problems.
Yes.
Learn to go to fight in private. You share with us telling, a while back, I had this situation, because now you have overcome it. You are an overcomer sharing a testimony, okay? Yeah. So tell them that when you know you have a mental health issue, deal with it. When you have dealt with it, you can now present yourself as a lovable woman, as a reliable guy, right? It's okay. One of my classmates in PhD informed me that he had a mental situation where he could get seizures. He said they can be triggered by fatigue or exam stress or things like that. So should that happen, in my bag, I'm always carrying something that they use to counter it.
Yeah.
All right, to prevent biting the tongue or things like that. And she said, it doesn't happen a lot, but I need the people I hang around with to know. Me, I'm trying to feel, was she sorry? She's like, hey, don't pity me. I'm happy with my life.
Yeah.
My friend, I'm doing PhD. How many people are doing PhD? She started counting the positive things.
Yeah.
Do you know that girl did a wedding while you were still in PhD?
Yes.
That girl started family. Today she's a doctor. She's a lecturer. She's flying high. While she has, this girl is epileptic. Don't carry the title. No. Manage it from your handbag. Yes. And tell, you know, in case this happens, this is life. In the meantime, let's enjoy life.
Yeah.
That should be your attitude.
Absolutely.
Even if you're carrying an inhaler, let it remain in the pocket. Yeah. Don't, me, as I'm asthmatic, guys. You remember the kids in high school who are eating special food and they want to be treated special? Because they can't take salt.
Yes.
Some of you are here. Anyway. So, because it's saltless food, now it's special.
Yeah. Oh.
And now you carry yourself like that special kid. Don't give the world a chance to call you, a special case, mentally unstable. Yeah. So, sometimes parents say, this child was sickly, this child was preterm, this child was... Don't accept the label. It was a problem. I need to look. I'm getting better and better. I'm better today. All right?
Yes.
Remember Nightbird. Remember Akuku Deja. Remember those kind of people who are fighting death. And they make the world happy. You're not fighting death. You're fighting somebody who said your nose is too big. The boyfriend who said kifua yako ni flat kama mlango.
Yo!
Ati una nyashi ulikaa kabla ukauke. Ati aliupa.
Zulu!
Sorry.
Zulu!
So whatever. Ati ukiekwa kabiro itaenda straight. Some of this michongo.
Oh my God!
When I was young, my head was blocking.
Hey.
So they'll tell me kichwa yangu iko na kona 7 kama kobole. But when I try to count, they were not actually 7. They were just about 4. So I corrected them. No, it's not 7.
7. They're 4. Yeah. 4. Come up with a better joke.
Hukuhesabu vizuri.
Hukuhesabu poa.
So, some of these michongo know they are too accurate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mweusi kama aliangukiwa na lori ya kiwi. So, na kusema kweli ni mweusi,
Yeah.
Sometimes your eyes are glittering. Instead of saying your beautiful eyes, kwani macho yako ina damu. People can find anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to stop carrying that. Don't even introduce it to the world. Some of the nicknames your parents called you today, if you say it here, people will see you differently.
Yeah.
There's some guys I was talking to, I was telling them, I hear guys talking about hairline. Counselor, my hairline is receding. And I'm like,
that exists.
So, me, I can't relate to hairline because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So I sympathize. Bro, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm the chair. I can register you to the bold club, not bald, bold men club.
Yes.
So, I made peace with my life so much that I join you in the fun. Yeah. Sometimes this lady here asked me why I wear a suit and a cap.
Yeah.
And I realized these are rich men's problems,
What about golf?
Because when I'm in the sun really hits me and it is shining, you know, and I feel pain. So just carry a cap.
Yes.
When I'm going to air, remember, and because it's funny when you're wearing a suit and a cap, it doesn't flow. That's not how, you know, you should wear.
Yeah.
You look funny.
Yeah.
You know, but I like to look funny while adapting to my funny problems. I don't have to comb hair in the morning. I don't have to do, in the kinyozi, one guy did, aliuza, kuna watu wangapi? Ani moja tu, but I was there na kuna mwingine kwa wawili. Akasema, huyu tu ni one touch. So guy called me one touch. Mwingine akaniambia niko na act of God. You know, I tried to negotiate. I tried to negotiate and I charged 3 so. Bros, unifanya na, you work on act of God.
Where?
I can get discount. I have an act of God. My hair took an early vacation. So I want to... Another lady was so short. She said, you know one advantage I have over you? I can collect money quickly when it falls. She said, I tried to apply for military. They said they may end up using me as a missile. Because...
Oh my God.
You know, the moment you can make fun. I had TDJ say, a person like me, I'm not the best sellers person for nutritional product, for shedding weight.
No.
Maybe I can sell you ice cream. You know?
You know?
When a guy has made peas with his size, what else can you ridicule?
That is so true. That is so
The late Papa Shirandula made career from what?
Yeah.
His size.
Yeah.
What does Inspector Mala have special? You are short, you are complaining. Inspector Mala is making money. Mentality, my friend.
Yes.
Shaquille O'Neal is so tall, he went to the game that plays tall. You know, I saw one lady who is very masculine. She's built like a man. I don't know why it's gym or she's just like that. Sometimes it's just morphology. Then they posted a photo as a couple, said, this guy shared the secret. They said they have never quarreled as a couple for 15 years. So you guys, you know the way the lady looks, if you try to quarrel with her, she might change your dental formula. So they make fun of it. Guys, we have never quarreled for 15 years. Learn from us the secret of peaceful marriage. Just to tell you, you can interpret anything to your fun.
Yes.
Anything. I just want to tell you, change the labels. Change how you view yourself. Tell him to overcome the mental situation and make it a comical comment. When people are laughing at me and I join them in laughing, I've removed the sting, isn't it? Yes.
That's absolutely. We have time for one more.
My name is Nili, and my question is young love,
Young love?
supposed to heal us or reveal parts of us that still needed healing?
What is young love? Gen Z, Jesus. Please interpret in English. What does it mean? Dating when you are young?
Yeah, basically just love watu wadogo bado.
Yeah, so in the US, it's very popular for teenagers to say, we got together when I was 16, I had a boyfriend, another one, my 19, 20s. Psychologically, you mature at 25. And I told Africans not to match themselves with Americans because Americans have financial wealth and inheritance. If they have a heartbreak, they also don't get a stomach break. You, when you get a heartbreak and you're broke, you have no money, you have no rent, it will come together with stomach break. You have another crisis of another sort. I tell them, Americans have messed up, they are on a marriage number 5, and they mention it without shame. The society there is more loosened. Here, by the time you say you're on marriage number...
Yoyote other than one.
You're already an outcast, isn't it?
Yes.
You're labeled. Yes. Stop matching those people.
Yeah.
Many of them are on self-actualization and they don't have much to fight for, all right? They're already inheriting something, the social fiber has changed there. The best time to start dating is when you are matured, when you are 25 and above, and you should date for marriage. Before that, Nelly. Before then, from 13 to 23 in particular, learn the world and learn business and learn commerce. Go out there and learn what works for you. Don't depend on the degree in the university. Some of them are misaligned. Just to tell you, the way to heal is not to find love from others. It's to learn self-love, to find the career you love, to find the lifestyle you like, and draw on a canvas. The lifestyle you love, how you like to travel the world, the cars you love, the clothes that work for you, the friends you want. Build networks, read books, attend conferences, come for shows like this. Binge watch podcasts. I used to have 50 GB of one teacher. I look at Les Brown, a guy in my industry, the one I love, and I download everything. I buy all the CDs in town. Those days CDs were still a thing. I would buy many of them. So that weekend, I'm watching back to back, Les Brown. I binge watch in university. What you see here, I started my obsession when I was young. It's better to be obsessed with self-actualization and healing and listening to messages. I'll just go to Wi-Fi and download and sit there. I finish that. Obsess yourself with practicing your skill, learning self-healing, learning self-love, knowing what men are about, what marriage is about. By the time you are 23, I usually tell them 23 to 25, 23 to 24, that generally just before 25, it's just preparation. But I should tell those who have spent 10 years learning, when you start reaching now, 22, 23, I should tell them now to start going out into the world. Not for dating, you're not yet psychologically mature at 25. That time you are with your parent and they're telling you, this one wedded after they dated this way. You study marriages and wedding, the ones that went terribly wrong and terribly right. You do attachment for dating, so to speak, internship. You interview couples, married people. By the time you clock 25, your personality matures and you get strong opinions. You get ideas of who you are and you start being able to feel your feelings with consistency. Before then, your feelings are all over because you're still not quite mature psychologically. Yes.
All right. That is all we had for you today. Thank you so much, my amazing audience. Thank you, Zulu. Leo tumekufanyisha kazi. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, the question we're asking you is, how can you prevent yourself from a mental breakdown? I hope you've sent your answer. We'll be going through your feedback. And if you have a story that you'd like to share with us, please share with us. And our email address is on your screen. Write to us and we'll have you on the show. Thank you so much. Until next week on Wednesday, from me, the team, Benjamin Zulu, adios.